All right, let's get right into it. Today we're talking about something called the Blackout Protocol. And look, this isn't just another list of productivity hacks. This is a real-deal guide to getting back what is probably your most valuable asset, your biological focus.
And we have to start right here. Because if you've been feeling scattered, frustrated, like you're just falling behind, the first thing you absolutely have to understand is that this is not your fault. You are not lazy, and you are not stupid. You're not broken.
You know, the best way to describe that feeling is like this. You've got this incredible high-performance engine inside you, right? All this talent, all this ambition, but it feels like you're just stuck in the mud, spinning your wheels. You're making a ton of noise, a lot of smoke, but you're not actually going anywhere. And that feeling of wasted potential, man, it is just exhausting.
So for this first section, let's really diagnose what's happening. The baseline, the starting point for all of this is accepting that your brain isn't the problem. What you're feeling is just a symptom of something else.
So let me know if any of this sounds familiar. You sit down, ready to work, and this thick brain fog just rolls in. You just feel completely offline. You check your email for a second, get up for a coffee, and suddenly, boom, 2 or 3 hours have completely vanished with nothing, and I mean nothing, to show for it. And maybe the most painful part? Watching other people you know have half your talent, just fly right by you, all because they can just focus.
So that brings us to section 2. Let's get to the actual diagnosis here. The real reason you're so distracted, it's not because you didn't have enough coffee, it's not a lack of willpower, it's a training problem. Plain and simple.
And I love this comparison because it just nails it. Most of us, and I mean most of us, work like a waiter in a crazy busy restaurant. We're just reacting to every ping, every notification, every single demand. A waiter is always busy, right? But they're not actually building anything. You want to be the surgeon. A surgeon does one critical thing at a time. The rest of the world has to wait because the work is that important. It's sacred.
Okay, quick reality check. Seriously, do it with me. Look up at your browser right now. How many tabs do you have open? 5? 10? I bet for some of you it's 20 or more. Every single one of those tabs is a tiny little crack in your focus, just leaking out mental energy all day long.
And that leads us right to the real psychological villain here, the negotiation trap. See, we think focus is all about having more willpower, but your willpower is like a phone battery, it drains. Every time you have that little argument in your head, should I check Twitter? No, don't. But what if? You are draining that precious battery, which makes it pretty much inevitable that you're going to give in eventually.
So the secret isn't to fight harder, it's to stop fighting altogether. The solution is this simple little phrase. The next time that urge to get distracted pops into your head, you just calmly say to yourself, I am not negotiating with that. That's it. It's like a fly buzzing in the room. You notice it, sure, but you don't get up and have a debate with it. You just let it be and get back to work.
Which finally brings us to the solution. Section 3, the Blackout Protocol. This is a super simple 3-step process to get that mental malware off your system and finally get your brain back online.
And here they are, the 3 big steps. First, you're going to own the morning window. Second, you'll create the 2-hour shield. And third, and this one's a big one, you have to kill the perfectionist ego.
All right, let's start with step 1, which is honestly the most important of them all. Taking total, absolute ownership of the first 90 minutes of your day.
And why is that so critical? Well, because of this number, 40%. That's not some made-up productivity number. Scientific studies show that in that first block of time in the morning, your brain is 40% more focused. It's your biological superpower. And what do most of us do? We just give it away. We waste it scrolling social media and reacting to other people's problems in our inbox.
Okay, time for another one of these gut checks. Think right now. What is that one big task you've been avoiding? You know the one I'm talking about. It feels heavy, you dread doing it, but you also know that if you just got it done, everything else would get easier. Found it? Good. That's your domino. That's what you work on first thing in the morning.
So once you've got your domino, you need to protect your time to actually work on it. That leads directly to step 2, creating your 2-hour shield. Think of it like building an impenetrable bubble around yourself, where you go offline to the rest of the world so you can finally come fully online for your own work.
And this is how you do it. Your phone, it doesn't just go on silent or face down on a desk. No. It goes in another room, period. This sends a powerful signal to your brain that this work time is sacred. And then, when the work gets boring or difficult, and trust me, it will, you stay in the chair. You have to push through that wall of discomfort because that incredible feeling of flow, it's waiting for you right on the other side.
And that brings us to the final barrier, the one that's inside your own head. Step 3 is all about killing that perfectionist ego. You know, that little voice that tells you not to even start because it might not be perfect? The one that would rather you be a hidden genius than a visible beginner? I want you to burn this quote into your memory. The answer to perfectionism is what some people call the do it badly rule. Just give yourself permission to do a terrible first draft, record the messy first take, launch the buggy website. Action is everything. Because you can always fix a bad page, but you can't do anything with a blank.
Okay, so here we are, the final section. We've laid out the problem, we've gone through the solution. Now all that matters is this, your first step. And it starts right now.
And if you're thinking, oh, what's one day going to do? Well, look at this number. This is the insane power of compounding. If you get just 1% better every day, by the end of the year, you're not a little bit better, you are 37 times better. It's not about some huge dramatic change overnight, it's all about those small, consistent, daily wins.
Because look, at the end of the day, it really just comes down to this simple truth. You can plan and dream and have all the ambition in the world, but ambition without action, it's just a fantasy. It's just daydreaming. And you are the only one who can actually decide to break the cycle.
So that's it. This explainer is over. And I'm serious, do not click on the next recommended video. Your attention is way too valuable for that. Close this tab, take your phone and put it in another room. And just spend 20 minutes, that's it, just 20 minutes, working on that domino task. Do it right now. Prove to yourself that you're in charge. Start now.